Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to Supersize Your Business, day 41 of our annual challenge. We are talking about a couple of things, and so before I forget, the SOAP framework. We're going to cover the S in the SOAP framework today. For a total of 4 days, we're going to knock out the SOAP framework. So we're going to think of an area that's challenging us with respect to our confidence, and we are going to use the SOAP framework to explore and deal with that. I want to say once and for all, but I'm learning since I came on the school platform that once and for all isn't true. We have an experience, we change something that we think is holding us back, we create a new habit, only to find out down the road a little bit that it comes back. It's kind of a similar thing, problem, challenge, setback, etc. Pops up, rears its ugly head again. I think it's just because it's testing us to see if we're serious or not. I think that's why for most people, building a business and doing anything new or personal development, it's hard. It's simple and easy, but it's really hard to actually implement and do. I'm finding that in a community I'm in right now. We do a lot of hard, deep work, which is stuff I've never done in my life. So for me, it's pushing against my comfort zone, and that's my boundary. But my comfort zone needs to expand and grow. I need to expand the boundary of that. So the SOAP framework, the S in the SOAP framework we're going to cover today, I'm going to do this first. And it stands for story or situation. So what is your current story? What's going on right now with this respect to a certain area of confidence with you and your business? And what do you want it to be? So we've got our current story and our desired story. And that creates the gap that we're going to fill with the rest of the SOAP framework this week. But first we have to know, what are we going to do it on? I already committed in the Supersize You annual challenge. I'm going to do it on my direct message communication phobia. I don't have a phobia of it, but I don't do it because I think it feels icky. I know that's a technical term. When people do it to me, because it's not done right. It's like any other strategy or thing that we learn or are taught or that we share. It's always when done correctly. Unfortunately, the vast majority of humans will take an idea and run with it, and it won't necessarily be in the best way for other human beings. Of course, this is all my humble opinion. So that's the challenge or the area that I want to improve. I want to be comfortable and confident direct messaging people and doing it in a way that feels honorable to them and honorable to me too, because I am not a spammy, scammy kind of gal. I think pretty much can tell that. All right, our topic today for the challenge is confident boundaries, or using boundaries to help enhance our confidence. Boundaries are all about protecting our time and energy and keeping us lined up with what's most important to us, our priorities, our core values and things. And if you've done that work, if you've identified, hey, these 3 things are my most important core values. So anything that comes my way that I happen to notice, because things are coming our way all the time, that doesn't match my core values becomes an automatic no. Anything, and there's this belief that there's this finite pie, and anything we say yes to that we don't want to do is taking away from the things we have to say no to, because we don't have the resources, the time, the energy, the flexibility, whatever is required to take advantage of that opportunity, because we said yes to something that we really didn't want to do. Now, I admit I'm really guilty of this. I have been the vast majority of my life. I have said yes way beyond my capacity to do things the way I like to, which is well and with excellence. Have I got a lot done and a lot accomplished? Hell yeah. But at what cost? At one point, it was at the cost of my life. I do not recommend. Excuse me, I'm nursing a little cough. So, today, I want you to say no to one business thing that comes up that doesn't match your organization's current priorities and direction. I guarantee these things come up all the time. I get to say no every day to direct messages and things, which is part of where my direct message thing comes from. Because the people that send them to me have no idea who I am, what I'm doing, and it's not that hard to find. I've been online, this is my 9th year sharing videos every single day. If you want to figure out who I am, what I stand for, what's important to me, and what makes me tick, just watch 1 or 2 of my videos. It's not that hard. Find a short one, watch a short one. But the vast majority of people want shortcuts and are lazy. And now it's just AI spamming us all the time, right? Chat bots and AI. And that, I guess those are the ones that annoy me the most. So I will not be doing that ever. So if you get a direct message from me, it is actually from me. It's because I want to connect with you. So, excuse me. That is our challenge today. Our challenge is to say no to something. Now, I don't remember where I learned this or who I got this advice from or where I read it. Maybe it was a meme or a GIF or something, or GIF, however you pronounce that. And it's no is a complete sentence. I used to say no to things because I just couldn't possibly take on one more thing and feel guilty about it. And I would explain to the other person why I couldn't fulfill their request right now. And I have learned that sometimes it's better to just say no and then see how the person responds and say it in a kind way. And then if you feel the need to offer up, hey, this is so nice of you and so sweet of you to think of me, I just don't have it in available time, energy, resources, whatever it is, say it honestly and openly and be, authentically yourself. Just be who you are in a kind way and explain to them, hey, it's no right now, but it doesn't mean it's no forever. You know what? Get to know me a little, figure out what your offer could really do to help me, present it to me in that way, and it's probably going to be a yes, especially if it aligns with our values and mission and principles and purpose, etc. So some things to think about as you're doing this today, because if you're not a good person about setting boundaries, and I practice now a lot, I'm great with business boundaries, but personal life boundaries, not so much. I think it's the mom and grandma in me. You always want to do whatever you can for your kids and your grandkids and those you love and care about. But if it's outside your comfort zone, if it's outside your zone of genius, if it's outside your priorities for this month, this week, this year, then you can gracefully say no to it. And then ask yourself these questions. What am I saying yes to right now that I really want to be saying no to? I'll tell you one. I say yes to housework all the time, and I freaking hate housework. I don't want to say yes to any of it. So am I putting systems and things in place to eliminate myself from that process and set a better boundary? Absolutely. It's not really a work-related one, but our lives all have to function, so it sort of is. And what am I saying yes to out of guilt, fear, people-pleasing, whatever the underlying cause or reason is? Is that really worth me sacrificing my priorities for? And the answer is almost inevitably no. What becomes possible when I protect my time and my energy and my boundaries and have strong boundaries? And finally, who in my life respects me more when I set boundaries? And I'll tell you right now, I've heard from other people that they do respect that I let them know, hey, I just can't take this on right now. Both in business and in my personal life, it's my daughter and my son-in-law. They both are very good at understanding I just can't do this right now. And I've been practicing this actually before this particular challenge or another challenge I'm involved in. I have been practicing setting boundaries because I know it's an area where I let my energy and my resources seep out. And I don't need to do that. I deserve to have strong boundaries just like everybody else. You deserve to have strong boundaries for your business just like anybody else. All right. Any questions about this? Hit me up and ask. Otherwise, I will, of course, be with you tomorrow with another confidence building through action, because us setting boundaries is us taking action topic. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.